God bless you today, and welcome to Christian News Today. I am Dr. Rayshawn Laster. First off, Christmas was a very deadly time for some Christians in the Philippines. It was reported that 14 people were murdered on Christmas Day, and a grenade was thrown into a chapel. 9 Christians were also killed on Christmas Eve. The murders were committed by Islamic freedom groups, freedom fighters, who have pledged allegiance to Islamic State.
Government forces prepare for an assault as this deadly siege enters its 5th day. Around 200 gunmen from the Moro National Liberation Front have infiltrated 6 districts of this key southern city. They're still holding more than 100 civilians hostage. The standoff with government troops that followed has left at least 22 dead. Scores have been wounded, including 4 members of the Red Cross. Many think it's safer to flee. Over 24,000 have left the city in the past week. The cause of all this? A Muslim insurgency that began in 1971 in this mostly Catholic country. The Moro National Liberation Front signed a peace deal in 1996, but after a few years, the deal soured. It's a rival group who are at the centre of new talks. The Moro Islamic Liberation Front signed a deal last year and are negotiating power and revenue sharing. The MNLF has been overshadowed, and this week's standoff has been long and bloody. But now, a possible breakthrough. The Vice President says the rebel leadership has agreed to discuss a ceasefire and set no conditions in exchange for doing so. The government has proposed a truce to begin at midnight on Saturday. Emily Thomas, BBC News.
Though some Muslims are violent in their religion, not all Muslims are violent. Some are very loving. I am a Christian saying.
Your fight, amen, is not with the Muslim. Come on, you got some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Muslim people, amen, that will die for you. Come on, amen, that will love you, that will feed you, that will clothe you. Amen, your enemy, amen, you need to understand, your enemy is the devil and his imps.
January 12th, 2016 will be President Obama's last State of the Union address. 10 things President Obama has done while in office are: number 1, he ended the war in Iraq. He ordered all U.S. military forces out of the country, and the last troops left on December 18th, 2011. Number 2, he eliminated Osama bin Laden. In 2011, he ordered special forces to raid the secret compound in Pakistan in which the terrorist leader was killed and Al-Qaeda documents were discovered. Number 3, he expanded Pell Grant spending. Starting July 2010, all students began getting their federal student loans directly from the federal government. The Treasury will save $67 billion over 10 years. $36 billion of those dollars will go to expanding Pell Grants to lower income students. Number 4, he boosted fuel efficiency standards. He released new fuel efficiency standards in 2011 that will nearly double the fuel economy for cars and trucks by 2025. Number 5, he increased support for veterans. With so many soldiers coming home from Iraq and Iran with serious physical and mental health problems, yet facing long waits for services, he increased 2010 Department of Veterans Affairs budget by 16% and 2011 budget by 10%. Number 6, he passed credit card reforms. He signed the Credit Card Accountability, Responsibility, and Disclosure Act in 2009, which prohibit credit card companies from raising rates without advance notification, mandates a grace period on interest rate increases, and strictly limits overdraft and other fees. And speaking of overdraft fees, in the past 10 years, there have been numerous lawsuits against banks because of their reordering the items purchased using checks or credit cards to increase overdraft fees for the bank's profit. Now what that is let's say Monday you go shopping to the grocery store. Later on you go to the mall. Later on that evening you go to the movies. Tuesday You get gas and you pay for it at the pump with your credit card as well. Later on, you go to Walmart and you purchase a television. All of those things you purchase using your credit card or cashing a check. Let's say you did all of those things in that order and you use a check or a credit card or your debit card with a Visa logo, and you entered your PIN each time, and those items posted immediately to your account. Well, the last purchase, which was a TV purchase from Walmart, caused your bank account to overdraft. What the banks have been doing is, let's say Wednesday after your spending, they would go in and they would reorder all of your purchases from the greatest to the least, putting the TV purchase, which was the last purchase, first, causing your bank account to overdraft sooner and multiple times on the smaller costing items. What that does is it turns what was originally one overdraft fee for the last TV into multiple smaller overdraft fees because they reordered everything. $35, $35, $35 for those small things. And it increases your overdraft fees and it makes money for the banks. Moving on. Number 7, he improved school nutrition. In coordination with Michelle Obama, he signed a Healthy Hunger Free Kids Act in 2010, mandating $4.5 billion spending boost and higher nutritional and health standards for school lunches. Number 8, he avoided scandal. As of November 2011, he served longer than any president in decades without any scandal. Number 9, President Obama expanded health coverage for children. He signed a 2009 Children's Health Insurance Authorization Act, which allows the Children's Health Insurance Program, CHIP, to cover health care for 4 million more children, paid for by tax increase on tobacco products. And number 10, President Obama praised the Supreme Court's decision to legalize gay marriage nationwide, calling it a victory for America. And just FYI, when God destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah, it was because of homosexuality. Now, one may say that they themselves are not gay, but in Revelation, God said to a group of church people that they suffer that woman Jezebel to teach people to do things against God's teachings, even to stand by neutral in the face of what is against all that is called God is still wrong and will require punishment from the hand of Almighty Jesus. Now, one may say, but that's going to be after we die and later on. But I hear Jesus saying, behold, the righteous shall be recompensed in the earth, much more the wicked and the sinner. Christians, buckle up with your most holy faith, because the time is right now. The time is at hand.